Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Mr. Mediocre 10 Cunts, here calling a Money in the Stank qualifying match with our special guest of the night, the much-loved Sinikk Chaos. How is it going, my friend?
Everybody loves me. I'm everyone's favorite. Obviously, fuck Sinikk. Every day's opposite day when they say that, right?
That's
They
true,
love me.
Sinikk. If I can ask you a favor, could you get closer to the mic? I can barely hear you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. As we have Keith Lee versus Big E, as APPW loves to throw WWE a bone during these Money in the Stank or Elimination Chamber matchups. We have bask in his glory, Keith Lee versus everybody's favorite from the New Day, Big E. It looks like Keith Lee's unleashing on Big E. Sinikk, who do you got in this matchup?
It doesn't matter because it's two big, sweaty men meat slapping meat.
So Keith slowly has entered the chat, folks, as Big E now setting up Keith Lee for a belly-to-belly overhead suplex, just like Keith Lee delivered to him in the opening seconds of this matchup. Big E, of course, a force to deal with now in WWE. This is WWE 2K20, so this was a long time ago, hence the horrible attire from both gentlemen here. But this is back when Keith Lee had his awesome song. But Big E once again, overhead, belly to belly, the strength. And Big E, my God, he's just swinging his dick around, Sinikk.
Swing that dick. You ever log on to meatspin.com and just see how long you can last with how many spins it counts? Me
No,
neither.
sir. I can't say that I have. It's Big E
I think
now.
that's how Cesar spends his days. He just drinks and just watches meat spin.
Well, speaking of Cesar, Sinikk, as you know, his famous catchphrase is always fuck Sinikk, along with the great Gretzky 99. Would you like to send a message to either of those gentlemen here, now that I have you on commentary?
Absolutely. I hope you gentlemen are doing very well. And I know that you're going to expect a little bit of hostility and mean words from me, but you're not going to get any of it because I think Sinikk is ready to turn a nicer corner. And I'm going to kill you motherfuckers, but I'm going to kill you motherfuckers with some kindness.
Well, there we go. Sinikk, not so chaotic here tonight on commentary, folks. But Big E and Keith Lee are destroying each other here in front of us for an opportunity to qualify for the Money in the Stank ladder match. Big E! Oh, that big old sexy piece of chocolate just squished. Keith Lee goes for a pinfall attempt.
Opportunity!
Solid 2. Big E drops a solid deuce on Keith Lee with a 2 count, as now he's measuring up. Keith Lee for the big ending. This could be it, Sinikk. Big E wait a minute. Big E does not go for the cover. He just wants to inflict more punishment on him. Sinikk, what would your strategy be if you were facing Keith Lee?
If I was facing Keith Lee, probably kick him in the balls, hit him in the back of the head with a hammer. Ref would call for the bell, and then I'd end his fucking career.
Well, that possibly could have happened earlier this year, but Big E goes for a pinfall attempt at 2. Now, if you're facing Big E, who's a little faster than Keith Lee, how would you take down Big E of the New Day?
I don't know. I don't think I don't have a plan.
No plan versus Big E as both men back into the ring dealing punishment on each other. Keith Lee with the hell of a right elbow to Big E's face. Keith Lee finally getting his second win here. That is a giant man to get a giant second win. Standing moves, oh my God, Big E. His sternum was just crushed by Keith Lee. And now Keith Lee, spike DDT to of Big E. Keith Lee now in the driver's seat, Sinikk.
You're just channeling your inner Morrow. I love it.
Mamma mia! Plus I'm on coffee. This is caffeinated 10 cunts instead of drunk 10 cunts. Hence the no slurring.
I like the slurring.
As Big E now still taking it to Keith Lee in this matchup. Sinikk, are you looking to qualify for Money in the Stank down the road? We still have a couple more episodes of Dynamite. Would you like the opportunity to qualify for Money in the Stank?
So, I have won the prestigious, because of me, YouTube championship. It's evaded me for a while. I have no interest on the decent championship because, let's face it, Cesar just kind of really fucked that title. That title is just fuck shit away now. So that's a piece of trash. I'm coming for that APPW World Championship, and no matter what I have to do to get it, that's what I'm going to do.
Sinikk with eyes on gold. But as you know, at the end of this past Dynamite, Julius Caesar turned in his decent championship and is now inserted in the main event of Money in the Stank, which will prompt APPW to hold a tournament to crown a brand new decent champion as Keith Lee goes for a pinfall, though only gets a 1 count. Sinikk, now that there's a tournament for the decent title, it is now vacant. Would you try to go for that, or are you only focused on the APPW Heavyweight Championship?
See, the decent championship has just been held in a line of bitch-ass motherfuckers. Maybe take out Zank was the champion, right? Wasn't he the decent champion at one point? Was Zanka the decent champion at one point?
Jake was the decent champion at one point.
Oh, okay. So still, right? It's just a straight line of trash. So I'm not trying to win the 24/7 title here. I got bigger aspirations. I'm looking at the bigger picture, and that's it.
Well, of course, you know that Ray Phoenix captured the APPW Heavyweight Championship at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Sinikk, have you ever crossed paths with Ray Phoenix, formerly of AEW?
No, I've never crossed paths with Ray Phoenix, but I've studied him as far as the beginning of Lucha Underground. All I got to do is not catch him when he tries to flip on me, and hopefully he breaks his fucking neck.
Well, apparently that's what happened when Kenny Omega and the Elite got a hold of him. But that footage, I guess, is lost. Nobody knows what happened to Ray Phoenix in AEW. But in APPW, he shocked the world and captured the APPW Heavyweight Championship, dethroning Sheriff Zanka, who now is apparently Zanka Rhodes. That little teaser trailer he dropped on Dynamite, we're going to see a whole new side of Zanka. First, he was the Tard Beater. Then he was the Sheriff. Now he's Zanka Rhodes. Sinikk, thoughts on a possible blonde hairdo from Zanka as Big E with 3 big endings. That's the 3rd one, and he is still not going for the pinfall. What the fuck is Big E smoking?
The disrespect.
No, do you have any thoughts on Zanka possibly dyeing his hair blonde?
It's a lot to take in. Whatever Zank is gonna do, he's gonna make it fucking magicalnificent. I'll be the slur guy today, since we could just switch it up. You could be the caffeinated one. I could be slurry and take it nice and slow. Because I didn't have anything fucking prepared. I'm just looking forward to 2 big beefy men, meat slapping meat, a lot of sexual chocolate in here. Oop! Oh, he's trying to break his fucking neck.
Not to mention our sexy chocolate referee.
Yeah. Referee Chrome Dome looks like a thumb.
We got Willy Wonka's dream in this ring right now. All chocolate man. Big E wrenching on Keith Lee's neck. Big E has dished out punishment this entire matchup. Every time he hits the big ending, he does not go for the pinfall cover. Sinikk, what is Big E doing? Is this some kind of strategy of complete annihilation? As Big E on the top rope goes for no! Keith Lee counters with a double knee. Big E.
Well, let me stop you there. First off, that's not Willy Wonka's dream. That's Styx Adams' dream. Second, if 3 big endings didn't put him away, Keith Lee's going to hit him with that spirit bomb and send him back to where, I don't know. I got Keith Lee for this.
Sinikk picks Keith Lee as Big E struggling to his feet. I'm still confused why Big E has not gone for a pinfall attempt. It's almost like Styx Adam back in the day. Styx Adam would decapitate people with the waffle jalapeno, but not go for the pinfall attempt. Big E possibly using the same strategy for some unknown reason, but every time he does not pin Keith Lee, he gives him a chance to get up and dish out more damage like this. Oh, I spoke too soon, Big E. Big E back in the driver's seat.
Yes.
Never mind. Keith Lee just tossed the fuck out of Big E over his shoulder. These two guys, my God. Another overhead. The strength, my God. Here we go for a fourth. Sinikk, a fourth big ending. He still does not go for the cover. What is Big E thinking?
Yeah, he's got a big chip on his shoulder. See, he had his Langston name taken away from him. He's never going to be able to rejoin the Langston family ever again. So he's just going to take that out on all of his opponents until one day Mr. McMahon just comes in with his treasure chest and he opens it up, and it's the Langston name, and he just gets to return back to his people.
Big E, very bitter over his last name being taken from him. I mean, there's been so many belly-to-bellies in this matchup, Sinikk. It's insanity.
A lot of bellies.
Oh, nice spine buster delivered by Big E. Big E, possibly one of the men that will be in the Money in the Stank ladder match. And I'm not sure if you saw Sinikk, but Lord Jake qualified for the Money in the Stank ladder match thanks to Ribby. Of all people, Ribby pinned the Million Calorie Man, giving Jake his spot in the Money in the Stank ladder match. It's just disgusting that Jake got Ribby to team with him. As he goes for a pinfall attempt, Keith Lee gets a 2.5. Sinikk, Jake actually got Ribby and the mystery attacker from Decent Mania 2 to team with them to take out the Million Calorie Man. Do you have any guesses as who the mystery attacker is?
No, but I know that Jake is just holding on to Ribby so that he can get a broader audience, and then he's going to eat Ribby right in front of everyone.
We do know Jake's love for the McRibby as what the hell just happened? What in the world is happening here? Well, Big E won. Big E did win the matchup. Big E is going to Money in the Stank. And now we have an exit between Stixie Drip Drip and Andy with an Eye of the Bucket Club versus the Brothers of Penetration. Now, Sinikk Chaos, this is your chance to get your 2 cents in, because as everybody remembers last year, Styx Adam shit all over your last man standing match between you and Peter Wayne Kent at Social Media Mayhem.
Well, first of all,
where's words for Styx Adam as they take on the Brothers of Penetration?
Well, yeah. First off, where the fuck is Peter Wayne Kent now? He floated off into obscurity.
That's a good question.
Styx Adam. Yeah, Styx Adam will do the same shit. I don't know what Andy with an Eye is doing with him. He's better than this. He must have hit him with the Bill Cosby roofie or something.
There's a peek behind the curtain, folks, as we Styx Adam taking it to James Roche of the Brothers of Penetration. Andy with an Eye, of course, on Stixie Drip Drip, the APPW Tag Team Champions, currently undefeated since joining the Bucket Club. The Brothers of Penetration have never held that tag team gold, Sinikk.
I don't get the drip thing. Is that what he finds on his face when he wakes up every morning, or I don't really understand it. He's literally just walking semen.
The disrespect to Stixley Drip as Terry Kane tags himself in. As you know, Terry Kane tried a singles run when he entered the YouTube Elimination Chamber, did not win, but Terry Kane was the one who took it to the Fiend the most during that Elimination Chamber. Terry Kane now back with his brother, James, in this exhibition non-title tag team matchup versus the Fuck It Club. Andy and his little chonies there taking it to Terry Kane. Sinikk, which one of these teams do you think is coming out on top tonight?
To be honest, does anybody really fucking care? Like, all four of these guys are a complete fucking waste. This is the part of Raw that you skip. That's pretty much every single Styx Adam match. Styx Adam, he's just Raw. Styx Adam is the Monday Night Raw of APPW. You're never gonna have a nice thing to say about it. If you do, you're fucking lying. He's just a little jizz droplet on the ass of APPW.
Speaking of Stixie Drip, he gets the hot tag from Andy as Andy takes a breather on the outside. Styx going at it alone now with the Brothers of Penetration here. Stixie Drip is known as the Miracle for defeating 3 men in a 3-on-1 handicap matchup, of course, by pinning Lord Jake. Sinikk, what are your thoughts on Lord Jake and his chances in the Money in the Stank ladder match?
Well, as Styx is getting double penetrated as he's used to, I guess we could go into Lord Jake. Every now and again, I find some respect for him because he's fucking smart. He finds ways to connive and scheme and find his way at least close to the top, just riding the coattails of the million calorie bitch ass. But as you know, I like to find my own little group of misfits, do things my way. If Jake's in my way, you know, he's gonna get a Sinikk party. We remember what a Sinikk party looks like. Cesar remembers more than anybody what a Sinikk party looks like. It's kind of like maybe he walked away with the win, but he's got that emotional scarring. Cesar will never be the same again.
Speaking of Sinikk parties, did you ever get the 2x4 inserted in the stereo trademark?
Working on it. I got a team of druids. They're meeting with somebody else's people and a stereo company. We're gonna get it done.
Well, you could borrow Cesar's 3 Jewish lawyers that debuted on this past week's Dynamite to help you get the trademark, Sinikk.
We all know, after seeing the work of the great Bretsky, that you can't trust a fucking Jew. They're slimy. They belong in the back of the oven.
James goes for a pinfall attempt. Gets a 2 count. James didn't even bother to take his vest off during this matchup. Taking it to Sinikk, but taking it to Styx. Styx giving snake eyes to James. Boy.
10 cunts. I know you got a fast forward button there. How much is it going to take?
Well, seeing as how my fucking internet quality is bullshit already, if I push fast forward, it's going to fuck everything up. And Styx at him with a hell of a neck breaker to James. This could be it. This could be it. The match could end. Oh, we got a 2 3/4. The Fuck It Club dominating the Brothers of Penetration here. Just showing that their tag team chemistry is unmatched, Sinikk.
10 cents. $20 is $20. Let's come on. Let's skip to the Rosemary match because we all know my girl is going to qualify. She's going to do her thing, and we're all going to be wearing gold. That's the real deal.
My Xbox hit the snooze button for a second there as Terry and Styx going at it here. Oh, he gets clobbered over the top rope. Styx tags in Andy.
This match hit the snooze button for me. This is just nauseating.
Andy they call
me the disease. This is fucking AIDS. This match is what created AIDS. AIDS is gonna come back after this match is over.
This tag team matchup is the genesis for AIDS. As Andy taking out Terry.
Do you know the
song?
Terry
gets right back up though.
Everyone has AIDS. AIDS.
Nice STO takedown by Andy with an eye.
Styx at him. AIDS. The brothers. AIDS.
10 cunts.
The Jakes and the Whites and the Jews and the Spades. They all got fucking AIDS.
Andy with the razor's edge to Terry Kane. Could spell the end of this match, Sinikk.
All I heard was end of this match, and it put a big fucking smile on my face.
Oh, James saves it for his brother. The match continues. Wait a minute. Styx refused the tag from Andy, Sinikk. What the hell's going on there?
See, I told you. Andy shouldn't trust this low down dirty fuck. He's from the sewer. He's from the crack of his dad's ass. You can't trust him.
Very confused why Styx did not tag his partner. This trouble in paradise, perhaps, as the brothers now unleash on poor Andy.
Andy with an eye, he could be the face of this company if he just gets away from this abomination.
James,
can't you just see him just being on the cover of the APPW video game and have his own action figure? It would come complete with a whole bunch of weird accessories because that's Andy.
Andy does model the APPW thongs on our shop page, but after being busted open, James now in the second turnbuckle, Lord Buster. My God, Andy's being punished here by James. Gets the pinfall.
We're all being punished here.
Andy bleeding all over the mat like a stuck pig. But James and Terry continue the punishment on poor Andy. And there we go, the nonce killer. Could Andy tap? Styx saves him. So he saves him from a submission, but he doesn't tag his partner when he needed help. I'm still confused what Styx's motivation was for that. His partner, though, hanging in there, Andy with an eye, although bleeding all over the turnbuckles, getting manhandled by the Brits in the corner.
I can't watch this shit anymore. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back when this match is over. I got to go
Andy
make a quick
with another razor's edge to James.
Some weird...
That's it. That's got to be it.
Hold the table. I'm getting some weird text messages right now. I don't know who this is from. It's an unknown number. I'll be back in a little bit.
Andy tags in Styx as Sinikk gets interrupted in his commentary by some weird text messages. Styxy Drip finally tags in himself to take care of business here, nailing a flapjack to James. Styxy Drip, the hell of a lariat to James. Sinikk is pissing behind our desk, by the way. Sinikk, that's very inappropriate. As Terry gets tagged in. Terry with the spoot to the face of Styxy Drip. My God, these teams are giving it everything they have. It's a non-title matchup, but you've got to imagine if the Brothers of Penetration get the pinfall here, they could get a title opportunity at Money in the Stank versus the Fuck It Club, as Terry just delivers a hell of a right to Styx. Styx on the outside in pain now, possibly feeling the same exact pain Andy was earlier. Terry strangling the life out of Styx. Are you done with your piss, Sinikk? You pissed all over my coat. The disrespect.
You're gonna put your coat where I piss. second. This is still happening. This is still fucking happening? Why?
It's still happening as the fight goes to the outside. Mind the refs count, gentlemen. Countouts are turned on.
I'm going to give myself a Sinikk party. I can't bear the shit.
Sticks with his educated feet taking it to Terry. The ref is up. The ref is up to, what count is he on? 8. The ref is up to 8, but both men run back into the ring.
This match is like Festus giving a promo.
James, for some reason, was walking up against the apron. Sticks now with a reverse. Oh, that was a neck breaker. Neck backbreaker. Both. As Terry with the fireman's carry to Sticks. You know what? This match has been 50-50. I have no idea. Wait a minute. Terry with the bear hug. Could Sticks pass out from the pain? No, his partner, Andy, helps him. Andy stops the possible submission.
This match has been 50 minutes too long. The brothers of penetration, why are they not penetrating? You gotta fuck this guy. You gotta fucking knock him down and double fuck him. Double penetration this bitch.
And look at Terry Kane celebrating very prematurely. He should have stood on him this whole time, Sinikk.
Why the hell is Andy with an eye still on the apron? Sticks obviously screwed him over. He's definitely smarter than this. He's got to grow a pair, walk down that ramp, then wait for him backstage, and just give him a good old-fashioned ass whooping in the parking lot.
A nice reverse DDT by Terry Kane, continuing the punishment on Sticks Adam. Andy with an eye, begging for the hot tag. He's begging for that tag. As Sticks gets the hot tag, here comes Andy. Andy is possessed by Satan. Andy was just possessed by Satan, Sinikk. What the hell? Look at him. He allows Terry to tag in James. Oh, but look at the laziness. Backfired on Andy, and there's James with those devastating elbows. He has won matches in the past with these devastating elbows. This could be it, Sinikk. The brothers of penetration could have just... No, it's a 2.5.
2.
2.5.
And the fuck shit continues.
James.
The fuck shit continues.
James with the nonce killer to Andy. Andy could tap. Sticks needs to save him. Sticks saves the matchup for the Bucket Club. Still undefeated, by the way. James tags in Terry. Terry Kane goes for a quick pinfall attempt immediately. Oh my God, that was a 2.5. Andy has not moved since the nonce killer, belly to belly, shades of our last match. But
I gotta ask, how much is the Million Calorie Man paying you to have so much enthusiasm in this whack-ass match?
Well, Sinikk, I gotta credit that to the fucking 32 ounce of coffee that I just drank.
Shit, is there rocket fuel in it?
There's a little heroin and a pinch of cocaine as Andy, get out your spoons, gentlemen. It's time for some truth. Yes, the spoonful of truth of Terry Kane. This could end the match. Bucket Club remains undefeated.
But the real story there is the man who got the pinfall, the real star of that match right there. And who is that, 10 cents?
Andy with an eye gets the pinfall with a spoonful of truth. It's a Money in the Stank qualified match. It's the Ghostbuster himself, Mr. Tryon, taking on Jason Voorhees. And if you remember, Sinikk, it was 1 year ago at the first Money in the Stank. It was the Clusterfuck Battle Royal. We caught a glimpse of Jason Voorhees, but he was eliminated immediately in that Battle Royal. This is his second chance. As you know, when I was in control, I hired everybody who's ever been in a match in APPW, which includes Jason Voorhees. who is now taking on Mr. Tryon, who's had some unfortunate luck against Ghost in the past. CBG completely dominating Mr. Tryon, but he has a third chance to take on not really a Ghost, but the king of all killers, Jason Voorhees, in a match to qualify for money in the Stank Sinikk. If you had to take on Mr. Friday the 13th himself, how would you take down this behemoth?
Well, I feel bad in this situation here for Mr. Tryon because the whole "we got one" thing doesn't really work for him, because we all know in these movies the black dude always dies first. I don't really like Mr. Tryon's chances.
But Sinikk, how would you battle Jason Voorhees in this match?
In his fucking dreams. I'd go Freddy
you're
on
about
his
to go
ass.
Krueger on him.
Oh, yeah. I'd probably drag him underwater, wrap a chain around his neck, and probably like tie him to something, stab the shit out of him, cut his head off.
Look at this.
Mail it to
Look
his
at
mom.
Jason. He's trying to. That's like a reverse Walls of Jericho. I don't think I've ever seen that in this fucking game before. As Tryon with the neckbreaker. Goes for a pinfall attempt. Jason kicks out at one.
Jason should join the Brothers of Penetration.
Well, Tryon doesn't care if it's in an APPW ring or Camp Crystal Lake. He's going to be whooping that ass here on Sunday Night Skeet.
I don't know if you put him in those woods.
Tryon with the pinfall attempt after the Edge-O-Matic gets a 2.5 on the killer. The serial killer is down. The Ghostbuster Spear! That's it! The Ghostbuster Spear! Tryon is going to money and no! Kicks out at 2. Tryon, my God, with his luck. And ghosts and killers and supernatural people, he just cannot get the pinfall. What's it gonna take for Tryon to destroy this man? And if you were Jason, how would you take out Tryon?
Jason's doing a great job. Jason doesn't die. They're still coming out with movies. I'm sure as soon as this, whole pandemic thing spurred away, we're going to get another Jason movie where he's still freaking alive. So if Jason, Tombstone.
Not only did he deliver a Tombstone pile driver, he busted open Mr. Tryon. Tryon is bleeding after that Tombstone pile driver, and it looks like Jason is going for 2 Tombstone pile drivers. Sinikk, you might be right. The black guy might have just died first. Is it? No, Tryon is still alive. Tryon still alive, trying to defeat the stereotype. Oh boy. But Jason is sending him straight to hell with that choke slam. An exhausted killer needs to go for the pinfall attempt. Poor Tryon. 2 tombstones and a choke slam to hell. But he kicks out still. He still kicks out, Sinikk. He's still alive.
Oh, this match is already so much better than that coat hanger abortion of a tag team match.
Speaking of coat hanger abortions, it looks like Tryon is about to go 6 feet deep because Jason is on a roll. I think
these guys are underused. These guys are underused. These guys, they seem main event caliber.
Jason Voorhees measuring up. Poor Mr. Tryon. Could it be a third Tombstone pile driver? Oh my God. The humanity.
10 cunts. 10 cunts. I'd love to see a Friday the 13th movie where just Jason jumps off of something high and does an elbow drop onto one of his victims.
Jason Voorhees is going to Money in the Stank. Sinikk, we have now reached the main event of the night. Your girl, it's Rosemary, who you're undefeated in mixed tag matches with, versus the APPW Women's Champion and Jake Superfan, Kei Yosef. If Rosemary gets a pinfall, she is headed to Money in the Stank for an APPW Women's Championship match. Sinikk, how do you like Rosemary's odds in this?
I'm rooting for Rosemary. I know she's got this, but I can't believe that this unknown number keeps texting me, and I'm trying to watch my girl right now. She's got this. She's gonna win, but 1 second.
Well, while Sinikk goes off and sexts whoever texted him, we have Kei Yosef versus Rosemary. Championship implications. Kei Yosef in her psychotic gear tonight. Apparently, she saves this gear only for Sunday Night Skeet. We've seen it before. It was in the Fatal 4-Way Extreme Rules match a couple weeks ago before the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. She was also victorious in that. And tonight, she is taking on a possible #1 contender for the APPW Women's Championship. Sinikk, what conversations did you have with Rosemary before you came out to do commentary with me?
I don't need to have conversations with Rosemary. She's got another voice in her head that tells her to do these evil things. That's why she always says we and us. She's got killer instinct and demonic voices talking to her, telling her to do everything that she needs to do. And Sinikk has a little bit of that himself going on. And I think it's very healthy for us, honestly. I think it's what drives us to success and to dominate and to cause pain and affliction to the entire men and women's roster. Because now we're running this whole thing. And if you don't see it yet, it's just a matter of time. Coming out of Money in Stank, we're going to be on top.
Speaking of killer instinct, Sinikk, Rosemary scored the pinfall on Kei Yosef in your mixed tag match by doing a second turnbuckle poison Rana to Kei Yosef. My God, Rosemary, very impressive. She's also impressive when she won the Cluster Sniz Battle Royal at Decent Mania 2, scoring her a contract at APPW. This Rosemary from Impact Wrestling, Kei Yosef, okay. This Rosemary from Impact Wrestling is very impressive. I do not know much of her, but Sinikk, tell us a little more about Rosemary. Give the APPW audience a clear picture of just who this woman is and what she has done.
I've been scouting Rosemary for a while, and Rosemary is a monster. She's got you. She's basically got that Undertaker effect. She's got you right where she wants you. She's in your head. She's got the match won before she even gets in the
Rosemary with the tope suicida. My God, she can fly. Rosemary grew wings and flew onto poor Kei Yosef. Sinikk, you are not lying. This woman is incredible.
It's a suicide dive, motherfucker.
Tope suicida.
Why don't you put a stupid mask on and say it?
Rosemary. Oh my God. Exploder on the outside, just dismantling the APPW Women's Champion. Kei Yosef is in trouble if she does not put up some fight right now. This could spell the end for Kei Yosef's streak of wins. Rosemary now gets thrown over the top rope. Kei Yosef just celebrating right in front of her face and gives her a right hand.
Fun fact about Kei Yosef, she's the voice that Jake hears in his head. Kill yourself. Kill yourself.
Is that a Tai Mi Dong run in here?
Let me check. I don't see him.
Kei Yosef back in the ring with Rosemary with the belly to back suplex.
All right, I'm going to try to call this number now because it's like 15, 20 text messages. It keeps popping up in my notifications. It's driving me crazy.
As Kei Yosef sets Rosemary out for something. The APPW Women's Champion's a little spitfire. She may be tiny, but this bitch hits hard. as she sets up Rosemary. Call the Chinese food place because she just took out Rosemary. Rosemary right back up to her feet, though. Oh, hell of a spine buster by the champion.
Oh,
Kei
hello,
Yosef could
motherfucker.
end Rosemary's dreams right here with a number one contender. So Sinikk, 3, that's it. Kei Yosef took down Rosemary.
What happened? I just got Sinikk phone. She's some bullshit. It's time you done, motherfucker.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh,
Sinikk.
this twat's in blackface. You're gonna get canceled.
Thank you very much for joining us, and thanks you everybody for watching.
Give me my phone back.